Hello, my chickens and roosters. How are you doing? It's been a little bit since I uploaded a fragrance review video, so I'm back to do a few reviews with you. It's going to be an unboxing and first impressions of fragrances that I blind bought at two stores, Ross and Marshall's. So they were side by side, so I walked from one store to another, and they surprisingly had about the same products, and not a very great selection, honestly. Is a very depleted stock of fragrances, but maybe, you know, it's November, it's after Thanksgiving, so hopefully maybe they replenish their stock, their inventory. So yeah, I would just want to extend a big welcome to those returning viewers that have been very supportive, very beautiful souls that have just supported my channel. I just want to say thank you so much. I hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and you're getting ready for the holiday Christmas season as well. So I just want to say thank you. And I also want to welcome those that are new to the channel. These are fragrances, especially celebrity fragrances or affordable drugstore fragrances that you can find for affordable prices. So I'm not going to go over the accords. I'm not going to go over the notes for each one. I'm just going to do a impression and unboxing of each fragrance. And then separately after this, I'm going to do an individual video for each fragrance, so that for those of you that are more interested in more depth of like the details of these fragrances, stay tuned, because I will be uploading more of those videos, and hopefully I get to do them today. If not, promise you we'll get them on there. But without further ado, again, welcome my chickens and roosters to another beautiful day. I hope everybody's doing wonderful. Get your beverages, get your tea, get your champagne, get your coffee, whatever your drink of choice is to join me. Get your glass of wine. Girl, come and join me here, because we got some pretty fun little fragrances to review. So here we go. We're starting off with our first fragrance that I found, and this one wasn't really a blind buy. I've seen it before, and this one was at Marshall's, and it was about $15. And I've seen this before at Marshall's or Ross or TJ Maxx, and I didn't get it because I don't know. It's just I just at the time I purchased other ones, and so this one didn't come in a box. This one is Tahari Desert Sun. Give you a close up on that. Okay, and it's a round bottle. It reminds me of the Chanel Chance collection, right? It kind of has that. It's got like this safari type of print on here. It's like this is a label. This is a label, like you can peel it off, but this right here is like heat stamped, you know, like a heat. The juice is a little bit golden. Okay, so I got this fragrance, and I actually like smelled it, and I was like, okay. So we got Tahari fragrance. This fragrance, I'm definitely gonna do a video for its own video review, because I was actually looking for this particular fragrance to see if any fragrance YouTubers were covering it, and I could not find it. If you know of a video for this one, a perfume review, tag me on it or let me know which one it is, so that I can check it out. I couldn't find it for the life of me, and you know what the weird thing is? It was not on Fragrantica either. Could not find it in Fragrantica. So like I said, I'm not worrying about that, because I'm not gonna go into the notes. So this one sprays okay. It sprays very, it's got a wide spread. So this is Tahari, Desert Sun. So when you spray this, the initial spray is, it's a mix between it, like a really earthy, very musky, woodsy scent with a hint of, I want to say, like licorice. There is some floral notes in here that give it a little bit of softness, but I almost get like a tiara flower, because I have that little hint of coconut as well in here. So this one has a higher alcohol content. The reason why I'm saying that is because it still smells alcohol on the testing strip. So, like I said, this one is still being sold like at Nordstrom Rack, JCPenney's, I believe, and on the Tahari website. I was able to find it on there. But it does not show up on Fragrantica. So this is very, yeah, this is, so then on the dry down, you start smelling like vetiver. So this is a very earthy, very musky fragrance. This is borderline masculine. So this leans a little bit masculine. It does have hints of some floral notes in there. I want to say like tiara flower. And maybe like some heliotrope or some rose in here. But it's hard for me to pick them all up. This is a very soft, after it dries down, very mild fragrance. If you are not sensitive to like heavy woods, soft heavy woods, if that makes sense, like a softer wood, and like a coconutty kind of a sprinkle in there, you might like this one. So I think that because of the name Desert Sun, I'm thinking it's supposed to be kind of like resortsy, like Palm Spring-ish, you know, like maybe by the poolside with the bikini on Palm Springs or Joshua Tree. But it does lean a little bit masculine. So it's not, this is not a feminine fragrance. This is not a girly fragrance. So it's starting to dry down a little bit, kind of like lotiony, with the coconut is a little bit more dominating now. Okay, so that's Tahari Desert Sun by the House of El Tahari. So now we have a different fragrance for you. And the fragrance that we have here is none other than the Gardenia. Yes, the Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor. So this is what the box looks like. Okay, this is an Eau de Parfum. My apologies. This is an Eau de Parfum. Okay, this one here. Forgot to mention it, if you were wondering. This one here is an Eau de Parfum as well. And I've always wanted to get this one. So it's basically just a like a white box. And it's got like a gardenia flower with some green leaves and a green font. And this is what the bottle looks like. So the bottle is pretty simple. It's very vintage looking, very retro looking, except for the cap is a frosted plastic or frosted acrylic lid, and it's a gardenia. Okay, the bottle is green and the juice is white. So the atomizer, okay. So like I said, I've always been curious about this one. Now, I really like the simplicity of this bottle, and the reason why it's got absolutely no letters, it has absolutely no font, except for a small label or sticker at the bottom of the bottle. So I had heard a lot of things about this Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor, and this one is definitely floral. So this is a little bit aquatic-y, so it's a fresh kind of gardenia fragrance. Now this fragrance is very floral, and it's dominated very much by one floral note, which is gardenia. This could also have tiara flower. I don't know why I'm smelling coconut, but when I do a review for this one, an individual review, I'll go over the notes and see what it is. So this is what the bottle looks like, right? That's the frosted bottle, frosted cap. This is really, really floral, you guys. So on paper, it's still, since it's still wet, you can still smell the alcohol. I think this one was released in like 2002, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why some people think that. Let's see, let's do some. I'm curious. I want to say this one was released in the 2000s for sure. Some people think it's older, maybe because it's an Elizabeth Taylor line. Or let me see here. So it's Magnolia. Magnolia. It's Gardenia. I always call Gardenia Magnolias. Ugh. I am so sorry, you guys. If I said Magnolia the whole time, it's a Gardenia. Gardenia, okay? I'm sorry, my apologies. Gardenia flower. Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah, so this one was 2003. Okay, so this was launched in 2003, and some people say that this smells like the Chanel, the Magnolia from Chanel. And I want to say I've sampled the Magnolia from Chanel, the Chanel counter, and I did like it. It was like really fresh floral. Now the only thing with this one, it's not for everybody, because it's a beautiful floral note. I do like it. The Magnolia is the one that's dominating this fragrance for sure. But it can, Magnolia, the Gardenia dominates this fragrance. So it is like freshy, aquatic-y, a very light floral, but for some people it can be like too much, because I know I remember purchasing like Glade air fresheners that kind of smell like this Gardenia scent. So, but then, you know, like I actually asked somebody like, "Ooh, what do you think about this?" I asked, you know, a male, and he said it smells nice. So okay, so this is the second one we're reviewing. So this, my bad, it's the Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor. Gardenia. Maybe one day it'll stick. All right, so we're moving on to this one. This is another Elizabeth Taylor fragrance by the House of Taylor, and this is Forever Elizabeth. This comes in a pink box. It's a shorter box. This one is an Eau de Parfum. as you can see right there. Okay. And, you know, their packaging is not the greatest. Like, the boxes are cheap. The bottles usually are as well. Very simple. But who cares? What cares is what's on the inside. And then this is what the bottle looks like. So the bottle is like this roundish kind of shape with like an indentation in the middle. And it's a clear glass, but it has like this mother of pearl, pearlescent, rainbow-like tint film. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of cool. Let's see if this helps it. This helps you guys. See what I mean? Okay. So hopefully you can see that. If not, oh well. All right, so the cap is an acrylic frosted plastic, and the atomizer is gold. And I can already smell the fragrance on this one. Now, you guys, this one is another one that I was curious about because there has been several reviews on this one. This one sprays about the same as like this one. Ooh. Okay, so this one I wrote on here so I wouldn't forget later. I like to sniff the papers after they've been sitting for like a couple of hours to see what happens. So this is the Elizabeth Taylor Forever Elizabeth, okay? This one is a very fresh floral. Again, I believe this is more aquatic than this one, than the Gardenia. This one has a mix between, to give you an idea, a distant cousin of the Tommy Girl, a little bit of it's aquatic-y, soft, fresh, like Stella Pop, and I believe Stella Pop has been discontinued. So it has that freshness. It's kind of like a, it's got like a, it does have like a 90s vibe. Like a, you know, like a CK1, but they're more floral. This has more floral notes. It is definitely feminine, but it's fresh. So it almost smells like a fresh soap, like a fresh body soap, or like a fresh shampoo. Yeah, this one is heavy on the florals, but it also has some fresh qualities on the notes. So this is the Forever Elizabeth by Elizabeth Taylor. Okay. Now we're moving on to our last fragrance, you guys. And our last fragrance is this Arabic fragrance that I found. They're starting to carry more Arabic fragrances, and I found these at Marshall's, okay? So these two I got at Marshall's, and then the Elizabeth Taylor I got at a Ross. So this one comes in this cardboard box, and this fragrance is called Sultanah by Afnan. So it's got this like Arabic burgundy reddish color, and it's got like gold all around it, and it comes in a sturdy box, so it opens like so. And the bottle, you guys, is like a jewel. The bottle itself is a masterpiece. This is like a piece of art. I'm so impressed with a lot of these Arabic bottles that are being produced. They're so beautiful. So this is a heavy bottle. The base is metal. The embellishment is metal. This is glass, so it's like a ruby gold. The lid is also the same material, which is metal. And this is a concentrated perfume oil. This is a concentrated perfume. It's an oil based. Now, this one, you twist it. Before I show you, it's got like a bead right there, and then it's got a bead on each side, and it's got the name down here. And even the bottom has like a aluminum or thin metal plate. There's no stickers. There's no stickers on this one. This is a beautiful bottle. It's so regal and royal, you guys. So this one comes like this. You twist it open, and it's got a wand. It's got a glass wand. This one is very sweet. This one is very, very fruity. I can pick up fruit, like sweet fruit. Oh no, I didn't want to touch my nose, because oils are pretty strong. Okay. It smells like candy sweet, like bubblegum sweet, like cherry sweet, but just as sweet as it is, it also has a distinguished, I want to say oud or some strong wood. Okay, so this makes it to me both feminine and masculine. It smells really, really good, but I'm afraid it reminds me of a fragrance that I'm just completely sick of. But it smells so nice. It's like, So I want to try it on my skin and see what happens. And I'll test it one of these days, these future coming days, because I want to see if my suspicion is correct on this one. Somebody has mentioned that these Afnan fragrances are supposed to be dupes for some high-end fragrances. So let me know if you know about this one. And if you know what this Afnan Sultanah is a dupe for. I have an idea, but I don't want to say it just yet because I am not 100% sure. But it does smell very nice. It smells super, super good, super delicious, super nice. So that's what I have for you, you guys. We have these 4 pretty little fragrances. And so just to give you a recap on what we purchased here and what we're reviewing, we have 2 very, very floral fragrances here. These 2, okay? This one is a gardenia dominated, fresh, a little bit green floral fragrance, okay? This is a very, very feminine perfume. Very ladylike, very, very girl, okay? This is a girl. This one is also a floral fragrance, but it's more of a fresh one. This is more aquatic. This is more fresh. This is more springtime, I would say. And then we have the Tahari Desert Sun. And this is the muskier out of all of these. This is the more woodsy out of all these, okay? So this is the more masculine version of all the ones that we found. So yeah, so this one, I could see a man wearing this. This one, these 2, not so much, unless, you know, I mean, a guy can wear whatever the heck he wants too. And then this one is a fruity, oud, woodsy, amberish kind of a fragrance. But I would say it's more sweet candy, oud type of fragrance. This one right here. So overall, this was what I found, and overall, I was pleased with my purchases. I think that I did sample this one. I tried this one out when I got it initially. When I walked out of the store, I sprayed it on my wrist just because it was out of its box. And I just wanted to see what it did. And this one, I'm not crazy about the coconut. I'm not sure if this has coconut. It could be a TR flower, but that coconutty scent that I pick up just doesn't register well with me. It just kind of gives me woozy, and it gives me like a kind of like a headache. But I could see how it's nice for some people. This one here, it smells really good, like initially, and then it kind of settles into like a different kind of a floral. This one here obviously is very, very gardenia, and this is definitely like a floral fragrance. So if you wear this, people will know you're wearing a floral fragrance. Very, very noticeable, very distinguished. So people will know like a familiar kind of a floral, like I smelled that somewhere before. And then this is more like elegant. This is more sophisticated. This is like more classy, or this is the most this is the most involved fragrance out of all of them. Okay, this is a little bit more complicated. This has a little bit more to it. It's got more complexity than the rest of these, okay? Because this one has a couple of things going on. And like I said, it reminds me of something very, very, very upscale. So you guys, that's what I have for you guys. I hope that you guys love this video. Tune in, please. In the future, I'm going to be doing individual reviews for each fragrance for your enjoyment, okay? Thank you so much. Bye.